guys, it's me Dax with another quick Personal Training Success Academy marketing tip for you, I guess, from this time coming from Cairo in Egypt. Today's been quite an interesting day. We kind of woke up to a sandstorm around the pyramids, so it put the kibosh on a few of our kind of mini trips, I guess. But nevertheless, we hired ourselves a tour guide today who took us around a few interesting places, off to the pyramids, off to the Sphinx, jumped on a camel or two, and then ended up in some papyrus stores and some essential oil stores and all this type of stuff. Typical tour guide kind of stuff, but the relevance to you is about this idea about putting experience and experiences into your marketing, because what these guys did out here was really, really good. Very, very clever when you think about it. Instead of just taking us to the pyramids and kind of saying, hey, there's the pyramids, they told us the story of the pyramids on the way. Even in the car around there, they told us what things were, how this area was built, who the various who the various priests and priestesses of the time were, and the kings and pharaohs, etc., etc. Obviously that's all part of the history of the place, and that's what most people come for, but the experiential side included taking us off to basically little markets where they were trying to get us to buy things, like papyrus drawings and artwork, which we ended up buying for my son Connor. But what was interesting, they didn't just say, hey, here's some papyrus drawings and artwork, do you want to buy it? What they did is they actually showed us how papyrus was made. They actually cut down a piece of papyrus, sliced it up neatly, put it through a big press, and actually made papyrus paper there live in front of us, and kind of ultimately told us the story, brought us through the experience of making papyrus and experience of how the artwork was created. Made us much more inclined to buy. By the end of the time we were there, like I say, we bought Connery's piece of artwork. Likewise, when we went to a place that was selling essential oils, they told us the story about how these plants were stone pressed, and how all of the oils were squeezed out of the plants and then stuck into big barrels and crates and aged over the course of a year, etc., etc. The story was there, and it really brought you in on the experience. It made you actually think about what this thing is that you were buying, as opposed to just thinking, hey, we're buying some perfume. Okay, think about that in terms of your personal training services. Do you do enough about talking about the experience that your customers and your prospects want? Or are you spending more time just focusing on the pure nuts and bolts? Hey, we put together diet plans for you, this is what our workouts are like, etc. Do you actually really get into the mind of your clients and actually talk them through the process by telling them stories, by actually bringing the experiences to life in advance, so to speak? So even before they've taken on your services, they've got a great idea in their mind. They're holding a picture in their mind's eye about the experience that they're going to get with you. Okay, really, really important. I've seen it out here with, firsthand, and I've seen it in lots of other places I've travelled to, but worth thinking about for you and your PT services. And on that note, let me just give you a final shot of the Great Pyramid right there behind you, or right there behind me, in fact. Okay, there it is, right behind my hotel. It's been another Personal Training Success Academy marketing tip from me, Dax Moy. Speak to you soon.